Susan invested part of her $31,000 bonus in a fund that paid a 12% profit and invested the rest in stock that suffered a 3% loss. The question asks us to find the amount of each investment if her overall net profit was $1,020. So let's go ahead and establish some facts here. We're going to go ahead and assign X to the amount that we invest, or she invested, in the 12% fund. Remember that the total investment was $31,000. So if we take $31,000 and we subtract the amount invested in the 12% fund, we will get the amount invested in the stock. In this particular problem, we are going to use the standard interest formula, which is interest equals principal times rate times time. Two other points of interest is, because we had a 3% loss on the stock, we will use negative 0.03 when we work our formula. And our time is going to be 1 because our interest is annual. So let's go ahead and set up a table. We can fill in all kinds of information here from the facts that we just established. So the first thing we decided to do was we decided to assign the variable to the amount invested in the 12% fund. So straight off the top, that's going to be our X. Remember that the total amount invested was $31,000, and we decided that if we take that $31,000 and subtract the amount that we put in the 12% fund, we will have the amount that she invested in the stock. All we do for rate here is we take the percentage and translate it over into a decimal. So the rate for the 12% fund will be 0.12. The rate for the stock, remember, was a 3% loss, so we have to do negative, and that's going to be 0.03. The time was 1 because interest is earned annually. And because this is a principal, times rate times time equals interest formula, all we're going to do is multiply each row across and we'll get our interest. So our interest for the 12% fund will be 0.12x. Our interest for our 3% loss on the stock will be negative 0.03. We're going to multiply that by 31,000 minus x. And remember, if we go back to the question, it said that she, Susan, had a total gain on the interest of $1,020. So we know that if we take the interest from the 12% fund, add it to the interest on the stock, we'll get the total interest gained. So that is the way we're going to set up this problem. So we have 0.12x. We would add the interest from the stock, but because it was a loss, we're going to subtract that. So it's subtract 0.03 times 31,000 minus x, and that is going to equal 1,020. When we solve for x, we get x equals $13,000. So there we have it. We have established x. If we go back to what we did establish, x was the amount invested in 12,000, so that is going to be 13,000. Remember that the total investment was 31,000. So if we subtract 31,000 minus 13,000, we get $18,000. And that's our answer. The amount invested in the 12% fund was $13,000. The amount that was invested in the stock that had a loss of 3% was $18,000.